A terrible night due to heavy rain, flash floods, raging water, cleaning up the house, stocking up on supplies for the rainy days ahead. How was my day in the heavy rain? Hello everyone, my name is Lam, and I'm 32 years old. I live alone with my 10 dogs in the mountains of northern Vietnam. Life here is simple. My days are filled with the forest, everyday chores, and taking care of my dogs.
Xin chào các bạn. Hôm nay thì khu vực tôi trời mưa rất to. Đêm qua có một trận mưa là cực kỳ lớn. Sau một đêm thì nước, vườn cây, cây cối và khe suối lũ rất lớn, nước chảy rất mạnh. Những chú chó thì vẫn khá an toàn. Một vài chú chó rừng thì đã di chuyển lên đến khu vực mà chúng thường sinh sống. Các bạn có thể nghe thấy âm thanh không? Âm thanh của tiếng mưa rơi rất to. Chúng ta hãy ra ngoài xem một chút nhé.
The rain is still pouring outside. Last night's rainwater flooded part of my house. It carried in leaves, mud, and other debris. Everything is wet and messy. The first thing I need to do today is clean everything up before starting my day. After cleaning up the house, I poured the last of the kibble into my dog's bowls. As usual, they came running over, excited for breakfast. Looking at the bag, I suddenly realized there wasn't much left. It would probably only last another day or two. The rainy season here is unpredictable. A few days of heavy rain can turn the roads into deep mud, making it difficult or even impossible to leave. I don't want my dogs to run out of food. So today, I'm going to the local store to buy another bag of dog food. While I'm there, I'll also pick up some rice, instant noodles, eggs, and a few other essentials. It's always better to be prepared, especially when you live alone in the mountains. As I stepped outside, I saw my dogs resting inside the abandoned house next door. It's where they usually sleep and shelter from the rain whenever the weather turns bad. From there, they have a clear view of my house. If they hear anything unusual, they'll immediately come out to check. Seeing them resting quietly while still keeping watch over everything gives me peace of mind. In their own way, I think they're helping me look after this place.
cua này. Với khu vực ở rừng núi thì không có khó khăn gì khi chúng ta bắt được những con cua như thế này. khu vực rừng của Tuyên Quang, đặc biệt khu vực khe có nhiều nước và đá vôi như thế này thì chúng tôi rất dễ bắt được con cua đá. Rồi chỉ có làm cách nào để chúng ta có thể bắt lại, sau đó chiều sau khi đi chợ về thì mới có thể chế biến những con cua này thành món ăn được.
After the heavy rain, the current is much stronger than usual. Rainwater from the mountains all flows into this small stream. The water is moving fast, so I have to cross very carefully. One wrong step could easily make me lose my footing. The mountain peaks are still covered in thick mist. After the rain, the clouds seem to drift much closer to the ground. The entire forest is wrapped in a soft white haze. The only sounds I can hear are the flowing water and birds calling in the distance. I need to get everything ready as quickly as possible. Dark clouds are already moving in. I don't think the next rainstorm is far away. I want to finish my shopping and get back home before it starts raining again. The mountain in the distance is where my little house is. I've already walked nearly 2 kilometers. From here, my house is almost hidden by the mist. The entire hill where I live is covered in thick clouds. After the heavy rain, the mist still hangs over the mountain. It makes this place feel peaceful and far away from the rest of the world. I've walked another 2 kilometers. This is what the landscape looks like after the heavy rain. The water has spread across the fields. The villagers' rice paddies are completely flooded. This is the local grocery store near where I live. It isn't very big, but it has almost everything people need for daily life. From food and household supplies to dog food, you can find it all here. You could think of it as a mini supermarket for the village. Right in front of the store is a section filled with snacks and sweets. Most of them are hung outside so they're easy to see. The colorful packaging immediately catches your attention. Next to the snacks is the fresh fruit section. Today, they have coconuts, longans, plums, pineapples, and several other seasonal fruits. Most of the fruit is brought in by local farmers. Everything looks fresh, as if it was picked just a short time ago. I like how everything is displayed here, simple, tidy, and welcoming. Next is the fresh vegetables section. The vegetables are neatly arranged in small baskets. You'll find all the common vegetables used in everyday meals. Most of them are grown by local families in the area. This hat is only about 80 cents. What do you think of the price of the hat? Expensive or cheap? There's a refrigerator filled with all kinds of cold drinks. It has a wide variety of flavors and colorful bottles. Some of them I've tried before, but there are still many I've never even heard of. Every time I come here, I seem to discover a few new drinks that catch my attention. The shop owner also sells hand pumps and even small rice milling machines. I think that's pretty interesting. The inside of the store is more spacious than it looks from the outside. The shelves are neatly stocked with a wide variety of food and everyday essentials. There are plenty of soft drinks and other beverages to choose from. Winter melon tea is especially popular here. Just a little farther in is the snack and candy section. You'll find everything from biscuits and candy to all kinds of familiar treats. Even though it's a small village store, I can usually find almost everything I need here. These are roasted black beans. They look delicious, but I probably won't buy them today. This is a pastry stall with many types of Vietnamese branded cakes. At this stall, there are various kinds of jelly with different flavors. These are treats that Vietnamese children really enjoy. The prices of the products here are around $1 to $2 each. There are many kinds I haven't tried yet, so I'd really like to sample them. This Oreo cookie brand is imported and distributed in Vietnam. Its price is slightly higher than the other types of cakes. This is a fruit-flavored jelly. I'll take 1 pack. At first glance, I can tell it has strawberry and blueberry flavors. There are so many things, it's confusing me to know what to choose. This type of cake is advertised as having a honey coating on the outside, which sounds quite appealing. Maybe I'll try this crispy fried rice cake. This is the shoe section. They sell all kinds of shoes for all ages. These shoes sell very well in this area, probably because they are both practical and inexpensive. I'm wearing a pair of waterproof knee-high boots. Since it's currently the rainy season, so waterproof boots are probably more suitable. I won't buy them. Everything I have right now works perfectly. I'll go back to the essential section and buy a few more things. Cooking is inconvenient when it rains and the firewood gets wet, so I'll buy some instant noodles in advance to stock up. I bought 5 packs with 2 different flavors for a total of $1.50. A packet of crispy fried peanuts coated in coconut flavored powder. Another pack of strawberry flavored bear-shaped cookies. Dogs will definitely love this cake. Now it's time to head to the checkout. The store is a little busy today. There's another customer paying ahead of me, so I'll wait patiently for my turn. This store offers several different payment methods. You can pay with cash, just like the traditional way, or you can simply scan a QR code with your smartphone. Most stores in Vietnam now support this type of payment. The transaction only takes a few seconds to complete. It's very convenient, especially if you don't carry much cash with you. Here's the cost of everything I bought today.
Bánh gấu này là 25.000. Đậu phộng 10.000. Bánh kẹo Vichy này 25.000. Gói thạch này 22. 5 5945.000 mì tôm. Hết tổng 127.
What do you think of this little store? Is it similar to the stores where you live? I'm curious to know what local grocery stores are like in your country. If there are any differences, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. I really enjoy reading your comments and learning about life in different parts of the world.
Thừa 30 má. Em
Như vậy đó.
vâng.
Now it's time to head back to my little home. This is a road I walk almost every day. When I reached the stream, I noticed the water had already gone down. The water was much clearer than it had been this morning. The rain must have eased because the current wasn't nearly as strong. Crossing the stream felt much safer this time. Everything looked much calmer than when I left home earlier. I just hope the rain stays away for the rest of the day. As soon as I got home, the puppies came running to greet me.
Xin chào.
They gathered around my feet, wagging their tails as if they'd been waiting for me the whole time. Moments like this make all the tiredness from the long walk disappear. The store had run out of dog food today, so for now, I'll give my dogs these bear-shaped cookies instead. They've always loved this little treat. The moment they hear the bag open, they all come running. Of course, this is only a temporary snack and not a replacement for their regular food. I'll buy more dog food as soon as the store has it back in stock. I only give each of them a small amount. I'll save the rest for later. If they eat too much at once, it can be hard for the puppies to digest. Giving them just enough is much better for their health.
Trời hiện tại thì đã tạnh rồi. Mà nếu mà trời tạnh như này thì cua rừng sẽ rất là nhiều. Tôi đang dự tính là sẽ chuẩn bị một cái bao tải. Đấy là sẽ thử đi bắt cua dọc theo bờ suối hoặc là men theo ven rừng đi bắt cua. Thì mọi người cùng theo dõi hành trình của tôi nhé. Con cua sáng nay tôi bắt được này các bạn. Các bạn còn nhớ nữa. Bây giờ nó vẫn còn, tôi đã để trong túi quần của mình suốt quãng đường đi mua đồ ngày hôm nay. Bây giờ tôi sẽ cho vào bao tải và sau đấy là chúng ta sẽ lên rừng để tìm kiếm những con cua tiếp theo nhé. Đi, có đứa nào đi rừng không? Bảo đi rừng không? Rồi, đi rừng đi, đi.
Before heading deeper into the forest, I need to light a mosquito coil. There are a lot of mosquitoes here, especially after it rains. The smoke helps keep them away while I'm walking. It makes the trip much more comfortable as I search for crabs in the forest. I begin walking along the small stream. Hopefully I'll catch a few more wild crabs today. The current is much gentler now than it was this morning. Dense trees line both sides of the stream, covering the trail. The cool air and the sound of flowing water are all I can hear. To keep going, I have to climb over this large rock. From here on, the trail becomes a little more challenging.
Chúng ta vừa đi qua một cái quãng suối khá là rộng rạp và từ đấy thì chúng ta sẽ thể bắt được một con cua này. Bây giờ vẫn là hành trình tiếp tục đi ngược theo dòng nước. thì có lẽ chúng ta mới bắt được những con cua. Thường sau những ngày mưa như này, mưa rất to như này thì cua nó sẽ ra khỏi hang để kiếm ăn. Nhưng nãy dạo tôi đi thì còn chưa thấy con nào. Chúng ta tiếp tục nhé.
As soon as I set my camera down, I was about to fix the small water channel leading toward my house. But at that moment, I spotted a wild crab crawling along the edge of the stream. I quickly reached out to grab it. The crab reacted instantly and disappeared into its burrow. I managed to touch one of its legs, but in the end, it still got away. The heavy rain washed mud, leaves, and debris into my water line. They clogged the pipe that carries water to my house. If I leave it like this, the water won't be able to flow into the storage tank. So the first thing I need to do is clear the blockage. After a few minutes of cleaning, the water starts flowing smoothly again. Just then, I spotted a small crab hiding beneath the water. Look at this, it blends in almost perfectly with the rocks in the stream. If I hadn't looked closely, I would have walked right past it. There are plenty of small crabs here, but I still haven't found any fully grown ones. These little crabs still need time to grow, so I'm going to release them back into the stream. Hopefully, the next time I come back, they'll be much bigger. I continued walking farther upstream. After passing a small waterfall, the scenery began to change. The vegetation became much denser. Tall grass covered almost the entire trail. I had to push the grass aside with my hands just to keep moving. Eventually, I reached a much larger waterfall. The sound of rushing water echoed throughout the forest. Beyond this point, the path was almost completely blocked. Trying to go any farther would be risky because the rocks were still slippery after the rain. So far, I've only managed to catch one more small crab. It's not very big, but if I can catch enough of them, they'll still make a good meal.
Nước đang chảy rất to nên có lẽ tôi sẽ quay trở về thôi. Và hành trình bắt cua thì hôm nay sẽ hơi khó một tí. Nước này chúng ta không thể trèo lên được. Bây giờ chúng đi về nhé. Vậy là chúng ta vừa đi hết một con suối. Trên kia thì thác cao quá và nước chảy rất là xiết nên là tôi không thể đi tiếp theo được. Bây giờ chúng ta về nhà đã nhé. Có lẽ là nếu mà được thì hành trình tiếp theo sẽ là buổi tối. Còn nếu mà không được thì video tới đây là kết thúc. Rất cảm ơn quý cô bác anh chị đã theo dõi hành trình một ngày sau bão của kênh Triệu Lâm. Hẹn gặp lại mọi người trong video tiếp theo. Bye bye.